How concerned are you about the secondary? We talked about the defensive line. I agree with you. I think defensive line is going to be one of the top in the NFL. I don't doubt that. Now that the concern is you got no MJ Emerson. If Denzel Ward gets banged up, man, that's not something that engenders playing man-to-man defense like they like to with that line.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. And I'm not here. Here's the thing. Like, I'm not worried as much about if the group stays relatively healthy, they could probably survive the season. But we know with Denzel, even like that can be a question sometimes. He's had the concussions over the years, and you just got to hope that like last year, he's able to play the entire season. Like if you have Denzel out there though for 17 games, they might be okay because that's a corner that can take away half the field every single game, and you feel confident in his ability to do that. Like that saves you. But if anybody else gets banged up, if Newsome, who's now your number two corner on the opposite side, gets banged up at any point, then I think it's a little bit more problematic in terms of how you sort of sort those things out. I just think the depth isn't there, which is crazy to say because Andrew Berry has invested a lot of draft capital over the years. Obviously not this year, but in previous years in adding to the secondary and trying to sort of have guys coming through behind the guys at the top of the list there. But suddenly, with that MJ Emerson injury that happened early on in camp, it sort of hit us all. I think that this group isn't as deep as we thought it was. I think Cameron Mitchell had some good moments during training camp of the preseason. He also had some moments that were pretty glaringly bad. And I think that's another reason why they kept as many safeties as they did, because trying to figure out that nickel spot, I think it's going to be this juggling of sometimes they'll use three safeties, sometimes they'll have a nickel corner out there, whether it's Miles Harden or whether it's Cameron Mitchell. So it still is a big question, and certainly if there's a group, I mean, you could argue the linebacker group as well, but if that group specifically like cannot afford any injuries, very many more injuries, especially to the top line guys, because I think it is the weakness of that defense that we think is going to be pretty good this year, just in general.